So, what is it? 2 something in the morning. I think I'm just gonna stay up all night because I have to drive and get my medication so I can be somewhat tomorrow, so I can be somewhat productive. I don't know. Otherwise, I am basically useless. I know, I am too, but it is what it is. So, okay, I found these at the Dollar Tree.
Is that better?
Kinda. It's called Candy Moyo Multi-Use Contour Concealer. I got one in light beige, and the other, I think it was dark chocolate. So the light beige one, like, it's like, I've seen these applicators before, like with, like lip gloss.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is like a pretty good match for me, like for spot concealing or whatever. Like, perfection. And I was thinking this for a contour or like a bronzer. So it looks dark, it looks scary, but magic of blending. Just, I don't know. For $1.25, I saw it, I couldn't resist. So I think that'd be a really good bronzer, actually. And then I thought this was a Dollar Tree Urban Legend, but pizza. I found the LA Colors blush in Sweet Cheeks. I saw people talking about this. It's supposed to be a dupe for that Dior blush that's like $40. I guess like there's a rumor that was going around that Kylie Jenner, she used Dior, like the Backstage Rosy Glow blush. It's $40 for a blush. So anyway, people said LA Colors Sweet Cheeks is supposed to be a dupe for the Dior. What I like to do is I like to buy and sell, like on Mercari, eBay, whatever. So I saw these on eBay, and like some of them were going for like crazy prices. So picked up a few, and hopefully they sell. And this one is Berry Plum. I don't know. I've been liking like purple blushes, like purple. And let's see, where's my makeup bag? Because my Dollar Tree had Maybelline blushes in.
How do albino people find foundation?
Doesn't mean they're like without.
We're really fair people.
I used to be pretty much the lightest shade.
Me too. Even sometimes that was kind of like off if it was too yellow.
I remember Hard Candy, Glamoflage. They had like the lightest, and I remember like for my makeup page or whatever, I was holding it up and someone's like, "That's white," and it's like, do you know they have a white pigment mixer, LA Girl? So say you have a foundation that's too dark, you just add like a little bit of that and it lightens up.
I would usually have a couple of shades because I change.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even change in the summer because like I don't tan.
I'm usually like 2 or 3 shades darker in the summer.
I don't tan at all. Like I burn, I peel, and then I'm white again. This past summer I got really religious about wearing sunscreen. So speaking of sunscreen, it's like I always keep sunscreen on me. Which
I heard that can be bad.
I don't know. I like the.
That's what causes skin cancer.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the Elf Invisible one.
I haven't dug too deep into that.
And then I like the K Beauty ones. There's one on Amazon. It's by Skinnick. It's like $8, but it's a Korean sunscreen, and it's like, I think it's a hybrid between mineral and chemical, and there's no white cast, no whatever, and it's almost like a really hydrating, like moisturizing type sunscreen. Anyway, this one is pretty much like a dimethicone type primer. I found this guy at the Dollar Tree that I think would make a great bronzer. So, but I don't know. A lot of people don't like that silicone type feel for like primers. I do. So it just, I don't know, it like blurs your, yep, sun protection plus blurring primer. So I don't know, within, I think this past year, I really got into tretinoin, way more actives for skin, and sunscreen. Those are my biggest things. I don't know, like once I got on the tretinoin wagon, I got like really into like lactic acid, glycolic acid, glycolic acid. I don't know. My skin is having a night off from being like, you know, too much tretinoin and stuff. I don't know. I think I'm going on, put my makeup on at like 10. It's to 16 hours. I mean, that's pretty good. My makeup, like, doesn't look too horrible. But I think I'm going to remove all this and then start from the beginning before, I don't know, have to head to town in the morning. I'm just talking to no one and maybe someone. I don't know. It's like come and go. I think you'd like this highlighter because it's basically one of the most like subtle highlighters. Because see how it's like barely there? Just kind of like a glow. A lot of people, it's like $5, but one of my favorites is like the Essence Pure Nude in Be My Highlight. Oh, and then Sweet Cheeks. I'm gonna swatch that because I love swatching stuff. Okay, I'm in that whole pinky pink blush era, but like pink that's cool toned, slightly purple. I thought like lavender blushes, like I thought that was like an insane concept until I started wearing them and they actually look good on me. So Sweet Cheeks. I don't know. I can't wait to put this on my cheeks. Actually, I have blush on now, but F it, I'll do it. I'm curious. So, I don't have my little switch, but it's like, I don't know why they even bother putting these in there. It's like, you think I'm gonna like put...
Thanks for the wasted 5 cents.
Okay, I'm just gonna dab. You're not supposed to hit these because it's supposed to like make it weak, so.
Good.
Again, I have a ring light too, so it's probably washing me out too, but I always add some on my nose and then add some up here as kind of connect everything. I don't know. I know I'm gonna like this guy, so. And then the other color I got, because I'm into the plummy purples, Berry Plum. We're gonna swatch a root. Like, I can't with these. I can't. I don't know, LA Colors, like the berry one. I don't know, they kind of get a bad rap, but if you like LA Girl, the parent company also owns LA Colors. And if you're only trying LA Colors that's in the Dollar Tree, like probably not going to have the best, I don't know, luck because that's like not really their best stuff. But sometimes if you go to like, I don't know, Dollar General and see like some of their other products, they're better. Like their gel lip liners, I think at Walmart for like under $2. They're great. Their gel eyeliners are really good. So I'm just gonna tap this. Just gonna be very blushy. I never liked blush before. I never wore it. Like, I think I had one color and maybe swipe it on.
Add a little bit of color else. That's too easy.
I would add like, and then I took like a hiatus from bronzer because bronzer kind of became a thing when I was a senior, which was like 2004, and it was so orange that you just looked bad.
I remember when you looked at this.
Yeah, when I self-tanned, this was like 2007. They had the Neutrogena like fine mist for your face. Well, I used that and I was orange, like literally an Oompa Loompa. And I'm under 5 feet, so people at work, like the guys, would call me Oompa, which was lovely, but whatever. So, a good little trick too is, say if you don't have a crease color or anything, use your blush or your bronzer or both. That's what I did today. I used the Infallible. I love that bronzer. And then I don't know if I grabbed that blush. It's Maybelline, no, CoverGirl Cheekers in Bordeaux Burgundy. Oh, another good Dollar Tree find. Shannon, look at this. Pink. I think it's the newest one because like I've never seen it before, and like Ioni, they have like happy spell things. This is Pink Rose, and it's like she's pink. And just for good measure, why the hell not? Let's just add some more to my face. I'm gonna look like a
Can
clown.
anyone be a meter reader?
I think so.
Should I work for HP?
Don't say the utility company. I think like as long as you don't have any like crimes like peeping Tom, like I think you should be good. But yeah. So another Dollar Tree find that is amazing.
No, the requirements
That's
is
pink.
just high school graduate or GD.
So recommend that. I have it like, I'm hoping that it will eventually like calm down from like whatever. Okay, another good product. I talked about Shop Miss A earlier. Anything you buy like from them, I would trust their brand, the AOA brand. This is a cream highlighter, and it is really creamy. It's emollient. It's so it has like that duochrome shift. This is opal. I mean, it is just, and I like creamy that's not like tacky. Like, I hate tacky. You know when you're putting on like a cream blush that doesn't set and it's like, if your hair can stick to it, like, no, I don't like it, you know? So, right there, stupid light. It's just really pretty. It's subtle. My cheeks, I have 3 different blushes going on. It's nuts, I know. I think actually I'm going to put a little bit of that. It just goes on like butter. You okay? Sound like you're going to gag.
Sometimes it just comes up.
So, I like to add a
There's
little
no way you
there.
can download the fucking app or print it off. just go to that link, I guess.
And see, it's not glittery. It's not like sparkly. It just has like a nice little, it went really crazy there. And then that's it. I don't feel it. And I like that. Another color I have is Grace. I don't know. I put in an order before Thanksgiving and it came a couple days ago, so I was happy about that. Okay. See right there. It kind of has that purpley shift. So of course I'm going to add more because why not? I'm going to be taking this off and doing my makeup anyway. See, like my highlighter? Yes, no? It's not like it's blinding. It's more like subtle, like glow from within. Like I drank a gallon of water, which I don't do and I probably should. I'm horrible about that. So there's that. See, like I go through phases where sometimes highlighters, like I'll be huge into highlighters, and then I don't know, there'll be a lull period. This is just some of the makeup I brought with me to my sister's, like trying to, I got another blush. ColourPop Jump Turn. This one looks scary. I don't know, like I hated blush before. Couldn't catch me like caught. I wouldn't be caught dead with blush, but now I turned into a blush lover like the majority of the people out there. But that's ColourPop Jump Turn. And it looks scary until you blend it, like really blend it, and then it's really quite pretty. I have like 3 different blushes on right now. I mean, I'm borderline like clown, but I'm just going to be taking it off soon and then starting up again. My favorite now are eyeshadows, pretty much. Like, the more glittery, the better. I just got Hourglass. Yeah. It's cream. If you know ColourPop, their Super Shocks. It's their Super Shock formula in blush. And I saw this color and I'm kind of been like drawn to the super pink blushes like everyone else. So like I went to the Dollar Tree earlier and like some of it, these are like my Dollar Tree finds that it's like, ooh, I'm excited and I want to try them. And then Shop Miss A too is kind of like an online Dollar Tree for like makeup. They expanded a lot with just a bunch of stuff like hair clips. I ordered one of those like you know, Shayna, those like robe things for your hair that you can like wrap around like when your hair's wet and sleep in them. So I'm hoping that works. Yeah, I love Super Shocks. I bought some eyeshadows off Yes Style because like I was watching Lauren May Beauty and a lot of her eye looks and stuff I love. So I ordered from Yes Style and they just came recently. I got Clavu in Glam Brown. And this is not creamy, but not powdery. I don't know. It's somewhere in between. So it says it's glam brown, but it's more of a almost cool tone taupey color. It's like what's on my peepers right now. Oh, I know. Like, I like going there and finding, like, I don't know. I'll go over these in a minute that I found there tonight, and it's like, I think those might be hits. Another thing they had is this Judy doll. It doesn't have a name. It's in Korean, but it is super sparkly. It's also on my eyes, but it's supposed to be a dupe for the Fenty Diamond Bomb How Many Carats. So if you can, it's right there. But I also have, where are you? I also have Fenty and How Many Carats. Like, look how cute this is. So this one has more of a light beige base, where this is more like transparent. Oh, I wish Fenty and then the K Beauty. And I think this was $6. Yeah, it's like cream to powder. What I noticed is like for eye toppers, like I'll just tap it on and like they won't crease. I've been wearing these two for, I think, what did I say? 16 hours. So, I mean, the staying power is really good. And then for my crease, I just used my bronzer, Infallible. And then I used my blush that I was wearing earlier, which is CoverGirl Cheekers in Bordeaux Burgundy. It's almost like purpley. So I figured, like, just tying together with the bronzer blush, just make it more like cohesive and monochromatic. Okay, yeah, because Clavu and Judy Doll, like, I love these. And I have another one. And then now that I know what they're like, okay, this is actually Silver Lilac by Clavu. I'm in a really cool toned lavender, almost like, I don't know, lavender lilac gray. Like Huda Rose Quartz is my favorite palette by far. So this color, Silver Lilac, is just my favorite. I love to just, I don't know, throw on like one of the shades from Rose Quartz all over my lid and then put that on top, and it's just gorgeous. I have been bad about makeup, but this past year I've gotten rid of, I think, maybe like 50 palettes because I pretty much curated, I can't talk, my makeup to stuff I absolutely love and what works for me and stuff that I'm going to use. I'm so sick of like warm neutral colors. I'm so sick of like orangey browns, red browns because they don't look good on me. And it's like I need to stop trying to make it look good because it doesn't. Okay. This is what I was going to talk about. Wipe off the glitter. Okay, so I saw these guys at Dollar Tree. They're Candy Moyo multi-usage contour concealer. This is light beige, and it reminds me of like a lip gloss or something I had like in middle school. But this is light beige, and I think this would be perfect for, I think, maybe all around spot concealing for me. Because sometimes what I like to do is just dot concealer out concealer all over and just use it as a foundation. Yeah, I'm into purples, mauves. Um, where are some of the palettes? I have like ColourPop Lilac You a lot. That Amethyst one by ColourPop. I have Huda Beauty, the Amethyst Obsessions. I have ColourPop Making Mauves. Um, I have Dose of Colors, Marvelous Mauves. Oh, really? Well, here's the concealer, and then I got a darker color thinking maybe it would be a really good cream bronzer contour. So I think this one is in dark chocolate. It doesn't, I threw out the package and I don't see a name, but it looks scary, but they do blend out really nice. So I'm thinking I might have a new favorite. Oh no, I have so many like cream bronzers, blushes, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I like finding like good quality stuff like at the Dollar Tree. Be like, you know, I'm more hyped up about finding something cool that works, that's good for $1.25 than like, oh, look it, I got this hour, I don't know. But this Hourglass, the ambient lighting powder, whatever, and diffused light, I got off Mercari. This is the travel one. This is usually 28 bucks, which blows my mind. But it's like I've been using it and I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I see a difference. I don't know if that difference is good enough for, I mean, for 28 bucks for that. I mean, the regular size ones I think are 54. So when I'm done with this, it's like I don't know if I want to repurchase this or here, I'm gonna like see because it's a finishing powder, so when you're done with everything, I don't know, it's supposed to make you look blurred, filtered, glowing, whatever the hell the claims are. But I don't know. And then, oh, I found this at Dollar Tree too, the Essentially Ageless. This is, I think medium to dark, so I was going to use this as like a bronzer, maybe. I don't know, because it has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. And then this feels really smooth. So it's right there. I kind of swatched it over my cream bronzer. I don't know. I think I can maybe make it work. But I don't know. I like the Infallible bronzer. I have like a little dip going. If you can kind of maybe see. I like this bronzer. And first time in a long time I've stuck with one bronzer for as long as I have. And then another product. I just used all of this and I just opened this one today. Maybelline, was it Perfector 4-in-1 Glow. I have the e.l.f. Halo Glow whatever, and I have it in the lightest shade before they expanded their range, and I am really cool toned, pinky, whatever, and that pulls so yellow on me where it's just, I look jaundiced even after putting foundation on. It's just, it's bad. Okay. I want to try the Infallible blushes, but I don't know, my blush collection kind of got out of control, but yeah. Anyway, this is my second one. This one, The elf one is almost like really kind of like you look like a Tin Man. This one just adds like like it's under my makeup now, which I mean, that was how many, going on like 18 hours, whatever. But this one, I also wear this alone too, and it looks fine. It doesn't look like, you're sparkling or you should be in Twilight. Yeah, I have those pigment changers. Like I have a blue one and a white one because I usually have to add blue to pretty much every foundation I have. And speaking of foundation, my favorite one now is the Revlon Illuminance Serum Tint. I have the regular foundation, which I like, but I like a lot of light makeup, like tinted moisturizers, skin tints, all that. I don't really like a foundation. Okay, I'll mix that one in. I was also thinking I might have to. I know they added another light shade that is like not as yellow. Um, but yeah, I think I have like 75% of that bottle just sitting there as I use like products like this. But this is like my favorite now. And then, but yeah, um, I haven't seen this in stores. I think it's strictly at Ulta. And I think when it came out, it was like 18.99, but I got it for, I swear, like 10 a couple weeks ago for like on sale. So look for sales. Like this is my favorite. It does a nice job at like covering what you want covered without looking cakey or heavy. I don't know. I really like it. And I also have like the Maybelline Skin Tint, um, the foundation in this, whatever, but this is by far my favorite. So, oh, then I love this guy. Essence Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer with watermelon, water, and niacinamide. This is like my third bottle, and I have two on hand because when Ulta had their sale, I picked up a couple. Oh, I know. Like usually what I'll do is like usually once it gets like more like I was gonna say more into December. I mean like it is the second. But like here in Minnesota, it gets really cold and like dry. So that's when I tend to wear more like foundations is like when it's more winter months, and then I usually go like lighter in, like spring and summer. So I'll probably pull out my whatchamacallit, my foundations out soon. Or like I usually keep them in rotation. I don't know, I like to mix and match, like add like a dab of this on my hand and like a pump of like whatever. Like I've always been like one of those that likes to mix and like create like my own custom shade. Do you know where my rock star is? Can you Where is it, Shayna?
I see it.
But but you want to see something that's cool? It's a skeleton hand, but it's a claw. Thank you. I'm addicted to Rockstar. Yeah, I like First Aid Beauty. What I had my sister try this. I just had her feel this moisturizer I had, and I'm like, feel it, and I'm like, what do you think of it? She like somewhat liked it, and then I told her it had snail mucin in it, because if I told her it had snail mucin in it, she wouldn't touch it. So, and then she's like, ew, and whatever. So, but I have this one kind. I used CosRX, and that one kind of gets to me because as soon as you like, put your hand in there, like it's really stringy. And I don't know, I'm just weird with like textures, whatever. But that one, it's good. It's hydrating. But I have a different kind that's more of a thick cream that's not like, the snail mucin feeling, Yeah, punched is mine. I have like 10 of them here, and it's like I'm just staying like I mean, probably gonna leave, I don't know, like 6 hours, but it's like I need to make sure I'm fully stocked because right now we're in a little town, maybe one gas station open. I don't know what their Rockstar, two gas stations open. I don't know what the Rockstar situation's like, so I always have to have, I don't know, quite a few on me, and there's still more in my Jeep, which I should probably get before they freeze. Because could you imagine if there's like 6 Rockstars in there and they like exploded?
It takes like 30, 40 below, but it sucks
Oh,
when it
okay.
freezes 'cause it loses illumination.
Well, okay, okay, anyone watching, have you ever been somewhere where it gets 40 below? Regular temp, not even wind chill. Like 40 below Fahrenheit. Because, like, that's us. And, like, it won't explode. It'll kind of, like, the top will just kind of pop up and, like, there'll be, like, frozen Rockstar going down the side. It's not like what you'd think where it'd be, like, all over slushy. Because I've had that a few times. Okay, another favorite of mine is Frog by ColourPop. I mean, obviously, I hit pan. It's a good one. And it's just a really nice topper. Okay, I don't know why this is held for. I don't know, like, why, like, things that might be, like, I don't know, help. I don't care if people swear, as long as they don't care if I swear. Let's see. I don't know. A lot of people have been talking about this powder. I'm still on the fence. It's Manny MUA. Like, okay, first of all, I want to put it out there. I don't like Manny because he supports James Charles. I don't like James Charles just for, the obvious. And I don't like anyone who supports people, like, supports their friends that do gross shit. See, I need to look into that. The other day, ColourPop had their Super Shocks for $2, but you could only get 3 at a time. I think I got another frog. It sounds weird. I think, is it, like Silver Lake? I don't know. It's like a sparkly, like light purple. Then I got Third Street. So I'm thinking about giving my sister this one, and then I'll have my new frog. But anyway, for my Ipsy Boxy, whatever the hell it's called now, last month they had the option of adding this on for like super cheap, because I think it's $28 normally. I think I could for 12 or 18. And yep, I don't like any of them. I can't stand Laura Lee. Her voice to me is like nails on a chalkboard. Shayna, do you know who Laura Lee is? She's that beauty influencer from Alabama. I gave you her palette. My friend gave me her, was it Nudie Patootie palette? And like, I just didn't like the neutrals in it. At that time in my life, I'm just not really into those colors. So my sister likes neutrals. So I'm like, I'm going to give it to someone who will use it instead of whatever. But I didn't buy it. I don't support her. So anyway, it comes with a cute little puff. I was just gonna say, after this, I'm showing her. Shayna, look up Laura Lee apology video. Like, seriously, you guaranteed we're gonna hear a laugh. You will pee your pants. Okay. What I kind of like is like, okay, it has this. And then me with powders, I never fully rip the thing off. I always cut half because like no matter what, it always comes out like a ton. And everyone who uses this powder, they're like, oh my God, I don't have any pores. Where'd my pores go? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I mean, it does what a powder is supposed to do. It, you know, takes away shine. It sets your makeup. It has, the smell is like, it reminds me something of my childhood. I don't know. It's almost like a light sugar cookie. I want to say it was actually 2018. Shayna, look up Laura Lee Apology 2018 because it was the first Dramageddon, which I believe was in 2018. The second one was 2019. I'm weird with like dates and numbers. Like my sister calls me Rain Man because I especially with pop culture, I want to watch your face as you watch it. So, I mean, it's pretty good, but $28 good? I don't think so. Usually I'll, after I'm done doing my concealer and whatnot, I'll use my like damp beauty sponge to put it on. But if you want a really good powder for the under eyes, Flower is this Light Illusion. I saw a lot of beauty influencers saying it's supposed to be a dupe for Charlotte Tilbury. Was it Airbrush Flawless or whatever? And I'm really weird with powders. I don't like anything that looks like remotely cakey or any, that I'm wearing powder. I want it to be pretty flawless. Yeah, I'm weird with birthdays. I remember my husband and I were watching Twister, and I told him, I'm like, this came out May 10th, 1996. And he Googled it and he's like, how the fuck do you know that? And my birthday's June 1st. So I knew it was like a couple weeks before my,
Dad probably took you to it.
Yeah, Dad took me to it. And I remember, yeah, Flower. And no matter what shade you are, a lot of people say pick porcelain. It's the lightest one because other colors, especially like putting under your under eyes, it adds color. And this one, it's so nice. And I've been using it for a while now. Like it's not like a one-time use and I usually use a velour puff, but it does have some color, but it doesn't, I don't know, like the Milani powder, the Conceal and Perfect, I think, that added like yellow to my under eyes. It darkened them and made them yellow. So, I don't know, this is just such a nice powder. And again, I think I got it on sale at Ulta for like $10. So, I love this. Whoa. I kind of got pissy with my husband. What was it? A couple weeks ago because, okay, sorry. Yeah. But, my husband had a mutual friend who was trying to set us up for years, literally. And this friend, his birthday's on Halloween. This friend, his birthday's on Halloween. In 2008, January 29th, he took his own life. And ironically, my husband and I wound up being friends on Facebook, which I don't really add anyone I don't know. So he must have friend requested me. And I had a picture of me and that friend I was talking about. I posted a picture of me and him. And he private messaged me and he's like, we were talking about him. And we ended up talking for like a year before we met face to face. So anyway, I got kind of pissed because he didn't acknowledge, like, Halloween was 10 years for us. Do you hear that? You need to turn that up. No, but if you can see, like, this does. Oh, yeah, because it was racist tweets, too. God, I can't stand her. I don't know. I've been trying a lot of Flower Beauty and loving it. Like, everything I've tried, I've really liked.
There's not even a single tear.
Oh, I know. She's like, oh, I brought to sharpen your eyeliners if you need it still. Oh, I've been trying to get into whatchamacallit, eyeshadow sticks. This one from Hard Candy is really nice. What color are you? Talk purple to me. Ugh. Do you hear her cry? They're attacking a child. There we go. I don't know. Oh, I can't stand her. The only honorable thing she did, I think, is she took her niece in and took care of her. But, there's a lot of people that do that, every day and don't get ass pats for it, Okay, another good little find that I found. Hard Candy, monochrome shadows in Purr. This is like the mauve one. Okay, if you like that, I think you'll like this little guy. Because I was looking at these quads and I was, everyone raves about the e.l.f. bite size eyeshadows. I don't think they're anything special. I actually got rid of mine. But I saw these and I'm like, okay, like I want to, because I was drawn to this, like mauve purpley color. And then this shimmer is insane. I didn't think I could find a shimmer like this. Like, it's like, I need to take this off. Okay. I'm trying to, it's like that shimmer, like, especially on the eyes, it looks a lot like this. But it's trying to get, like, good angles. Like, it's so pretty. Yeah, I got some when they first came out, and it's just, I wasn't impressed. I don't know. I like from the drugstore. I hate when people even say from the drugstore, but from like Walmart or whatever, I like Profusion. They're 10-pan palettes. I think I have pretty much all of them. Like their mauve ones, I love that one. The green one, I like purples and greens. So I have their emeralds palette, their violets palette, their mauves palette, their smoky classic. They have I don't know, and they're like $5 for 10 pans. So if anyone hasn't tried a Profusion 10-pan palette, because their formula changes like in the big palettes a little bit, and then like their holiday palettes, they're different. So for like $5, like highly, highly, highly recommend them. And like the bottom shade. This one, yeah, it's really pretty. It's subtle, but like I like this all over the lid, then this tapped on the lid, and then this like as a liner, and then like outer corner. No, I wish we had Five Below. Do we have Five Below in
Maybe the
Duluth?
city is, but not Duluth, I don't
I think the closest is 4 hours away. Like I would go there when we went to our dad's. Our dad lives in Woodbury. No, he moved from Woodbury, but basically to Twin Cities. Yeah, like this one, and then I have Days. Did I bring it with me? I don't know.
Like DAYS or
Yeah,
DAZE?
Yeah, DAZE. Cause like this one's PURR. This one's a good one. And then Days, and then I just bought, I think it's Moon or Mood earlier, and I haven't even swatched that yet. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I'm one of those people that when my BoxyCharm comes or whatever, I have to swatch everything immediately. Like, my husband laughs at me. And then I'll be like, look at that sparkle. And, you know, he's a guy, he doesn't give a shit. Oh, they have online ordering. Don't tell me that. That can be dangerous. Because Five Below is pretty much like everything's $5 and below, right? Because I heard like they're trying to make it like 10 below.
I think it's kind of rounded like
Okay, this is Moon. And this is like, okay, if you're into that like little mini Xenon palette, this is kind of your guy with the white, the gray, the silver, the black. I mean, the MIDI Xenon, I wouldn't pay $65 for just a grayscale eyeshadow palette, but that's just me. Yeah, I always swatch like everything. Let's see. I don't know why I'm going like vertical this time around, but I'm surprised like at how sparkly their sparkles are. And I hate when like influencers do like the gasp, like, oh, I didn't know it could be like, you know, it's all fake. But like seriously, this is a really pretty silver. And then the real test is how black is the black. Because some can be like charcoaly. This one, I'm not really digging in there, but okay, like that silver shade is really sparkly. What I've noticed is they have one shade in every palette that's like really sparkly. And because I thought maybe it was just that per palette, but I noticed it in that Days one too. Okay. So Five Below has things priced up to $30 for some furniture, but the makeup and self-care stuff is very reasonable. See, I wish, oh, where we live, okay, we're lucky we have a Target. I love Target. The closest Ulta is over an hour away. This Sephora. They used to have Sephora, now it's only Ulta, and that like just came recently. I think I've been in there once, and that sucks. We have a TJ Maxx that's over an hour away. Yeah, so a lot of stuff, it's like you have to do online shopping, and like I don't really like that because I want to see how things swatch in person. You know, I'm very like I have to see, you know, is it going to be like a dull shimmer, a sucky shimmer, glittery shimmer? Like, look at that silver. That's sparkly. I don't know. Like, a palette like this, I probably wouldn't wear it often, maybe New Year's Eve or something. But it's like, I hate to admit this, but I have the cremated palette. Like, don't hate me. But last Christmas, like, I think it's originally 58 or 62. But last Christmas, he had a sale where it was 12 bucks. And I love those tones, like the cool tone, taupey, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I got that in the palette with an O that YouTube doesn't really like you to say. Both of them were 12 bucks, and it's like, I don't really care for the guy, but he does make good makeup, and it's like, I couldn't resist. And like at that time, it was harder to find palettes of those, really like, yeah, it's a slate color. I love like slates and like cement and I don't know, those like work. I don't know. I think they look the best on me is like the cool tones, but like muted. And yeah, so the cremated palette has a lot of those shades. And I wish I played around with it more than I do, but now it's like I have my favorites. Like my rose quartz palette, it is so like I hit pan in like probably 5 shades. And then I also bought the Alter Ego Coastal palette, which is the dupe of it, and it's actually really good because I was going through the texture shades like way too fast. And I didn't want to have to spend another 70 bucks, just for her shimmer shades and whatever. I love Huda's textures. They're so pretty. Exactly. It's just when you come online and you say stuff like that, people are like, "Oh, you support racism." And it's like, absolutely not. It's just I found a $60 palette for 12 bucks and it's a good palette and I want it. So, at least there's some reasonable people, instead of like, people with pitchforks, like cancel them. I don't know. So, yeah, my rose quartz palette, love it. I really want the Pretty Grunge palette by Huda. It's just I very recently started, trying Huda's palettes. I think for Mother's Day, my husband got me the rose quartz one because I think the time it was released was around my second son being born, and I wasn't really watching makeup YouTube. I wasn't wearing makeup as much as I am now. Now I force myself to wear makeup at least 5 days a week because being a stay-at-home mom and like, it can be overwhelming. Like I get seasonal depression bad. We recently lost, my mom. I get in really bad depressions and like I have to force myself to do my makeup because like when we go out and do errands, I do feel better wearing makeup versus looking like an ogre. It's like, okay, on Reddit, someone was asking, what's a good cool tone palette that has like pretty much like slates, grays, whatever. And this was after Christmas last year, and I'm like, I just found out Jeffree Stars, he has a great sale. His cremated palette is 12 bucks, whatever. I got downvoted to filth. It's like, what did I do? I was just trying to help this chick out, like, oh, another good, easy little palette that my sister actually got me into is the Naked 2 Back to Basics because ah, these shades, they're just, they're like the slate, taupey, you know, and they're all matte. I guess this was her favorite palette, and one of her friends, was it a friend? Someone she knew stole it from her, so I figured
Maybe squatters.
I would replace it for her. And when it came, I saw it and I couldn't resist. And I wanted to try it before like I bought my own. So I gave it to her and I'm like, I kind of touched a few shades, like, but it's just me. Oh, it sounds awful. I was a stay-at-home mom to my 4 kids, my abusive ex, and a narcissistic mom.
Hmm?
Don't even listen to me. I read a comment. I was a stay-at-home mom to my 4 kids, my abusive ex, and a narcissistic mom.
Sounds like hell.
My sister said, sound like hell. I was just gonna say, that'd be hell. Um,
And the kids are a blessing, but dealing with abuse or a narcissist is hell in itself, and dealing with both, I can't imagine.
yeah. I have 2 kids, 2 and 3, and they kick my ass daily. But I'm grateful for them because if I didn't have them, it'd be so hard for me to get out of bed. You know, just knowing that these 2 little people rely on me for breakfast, for just everything, it just keeps me going instead of, otherwise on the weekends when my husband is, not working or whatever, he'll get up with the kids and sometimes I'll sleep the whole day away. I hate when made me a bigger asshole with better humor. It's true. Yeah. So me and her, we were really close to our mom. And her death was sudden, but it wasn't. And it's like we're still trying to process that. And one thing, I don't know if you follow me at all, but this is her apartment. My sister lives in the same complex, different building. So when my mom passed, my sister asked the office, hey, can I move into my mom's place? It's quieter here. Her neighbors are like rolling bowling balls at 4 a.m. They're flooding the place all the time. So,
At least 5 times in 1 year.
yeah, 5 times in 1 year. And there has to be black mold in that place. And basically driving her insane. So her coming here is like a refuge, comfort, whatever. The office was fine with it. So last Monday, the Monday before Thanksgiving. Oh, really? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Because I never know like who follows me or whatever, thinks I'm some asshole or if I'm boring, whatever. But anyway, we I don't know if it's technically legal what they did because there's nothing in writing. But then you get into a weird situation because it's my mom's apartment. And didn't they basically tell us don't pay rent because you're going to be transferring here anyway?
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's like we didn't pay rent because why when you're being transferred? It's like my sister's paying her rent.
Yeah.
But to pay rent on another plate, it's another expense too that we couldn't really swing. It's like, I've been helping her pay the utilities here, and till she can switch her utility bill over here. And it's expenses that shouldn't really be happening, but so um yeah, isn't there like a light bulb that has water in it?
Yeah, I have a video of a light bulb house. And the crazy thing is, it's still turned on when it was screwed in.
Okay,
Yeah.
that would be concerning. A light bulb with water in it. I would be terrified. Like, I don't know. One of my biggest things is being electrocuted. Like, I do not want to be electrocuted. Oh, another good find from the Dollar Tree, Ioni. What is this? The Fat, but it's like PHAT. Lip Chubby Stick in Nude Rose. Like, I don't know. I saw this color and it's like, okay, this is looking more fuchsia on here. In real life, wouldn't you say that's like a brownie mauve?
It's not hard to see the light behind it.
Can you see it? Okay, it doesn't look fuchsia, right?
No.
Okay, so my lip.
Some red tones to it, but not much.
No, it's like it's a nude rosy mauve, like a cool tone, which is like my favorite thing. I need a little mirror. Where's that little Fenty? I was gonna say I got me. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is Mom's. I think this is coming up way more fuchsia. Why does that do that, like on camera?
I don't know.
That's stupid. And then my lips are discolored here from eating fruit by the foot. I can't get it off. It's like I scrub it. It just looks like I have like, I don't know, a black lip. Okay, that powder is sticking to like flaky area. Yeah, but my sister tells them and they don't care. Like, you told them about the leaks and everything, and they really
went down to the office while it was leaking into their office.
Oh
So
yeah,
they
it would like my sister lives above the office, so and these people live above my sister, so it was leaking in my sister's apartment, which was leaking into the office. So they
were
know.
forced to do something about it.
Yeah, then they're forced to because it was affecting them. And then another one I've been loving is Revlon on the Mauve. Like, I like Revlon lipsticks.
And I guess the mom is gone while the 12-year-old watches at least like 2 or 3 younger siblings.
Parentification.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
That's sad, dude.
So I don't want to get mad at a kid. It's more so the mom, but the mom's not there.
That's not fair. Okay, this.
But still, that doesn't take up 20 gallons of water from my carpet.
This looks way more fuchsia. It's a pretty mauve color, like, trust me. Yeah. But trust me, like, it's not fuchsia. I hate fuchsia lipstick. No. Then another thing. Okay. This was the Essence lip gloss, but all the writing got worn off, so shows how much I love it. I think it's Purple Rain. Look at it. There's like absolutely no writing on it. I swear, I only got it like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, Shayna, you've been documenting everything, haven't you? Yeah, she has videos and just.
And that has the timestamp. You can take pictures from it.
Yeah, she has videos. Like, she sent me like an arsenal of videos, and I was watching them. Yeah. See, and this is a pretty gloss. I don't know. Like, this is the first time trying an Essence gloss, I guess. Like,
I bet if we went over there right now, they'd be loud.
It's just, I don't know. It has like a lavender-y type look. I need to take off my boots. Okay, Minnesota boots are your staple. Like, not cute, like stiletto boots, but like, is it sorrel or sorrel?
I don't know.
But like, that's the boots of the state. I don't know. Shanna gave me these, and I love these boots. Like, my feet are so warm in them. Because for the longest time, it's like, after being a kid, it's like, screw it, I am not buying boots. Like, nope, nope. But then I was ruining, like, my etnies and stuff. They're getting bad, like, salt wear on them and stuff. And it's like, Ness here, and she's like, try those boots on. And I have, little feet. Why were they too little for you?
No, I got them. They're pretty much brand new, but I already have boots.
Oh, well, thank you, because they were my first pair of boots since, I don't know, like, I was 17.
I know,
Because, like, I just,
my boots that I have now are the first boots that I had in
because
forever.
I don't know, as a 30-some-year-old person, I don't want to buy boots. It's
I
like,
hate, like justifying spending
exactly.
you have to spend decent money on boots.
I just spent, like, for my husband, like, his boots were just horrible. It was like holes in the soles, so like nothing sucks worse than like wet, soggy boots.
I hate wet socks.
Yeah. So I bought him a really nice pair of, are they sorrels? I want to say sorrels, but then I don't want to look like a dumbass, like being like,
sorrel.
I think that's sorrel too. That were like, they were pricey, but they're cute. I mean, like, cute for a guy, if they, cute my way, he won't wear them. But anyway, and then I had to buy new boots for a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. And like, then it's like, I don't want to buy boots for myself. Like, no. So when she gave me them, it's like, score. Then she gave me these cute little, like, almost like loafers that are,
Hey Dudes.
yeah, Hey Dudes, I guess. But they're like black and they look like loafers with like silver sparkle. They're so cute. Okay, like, I'm gonna show what this looks like. Oh no, it's just so pretty. Oh no, I've never liked the dewy glowy look, but like, that just looks pretty. It's not like, is she sweating? Is she like having a hot flash? Like, it's just, like, wow, she drank like,
I'm too young for hot flashes.
same, but like,
I was
after,
showing Brie that I was like premenopausal. I was like, you shut the fuck up.
but like, after like postpartum, like, you can have hot flashes and stuff.
Well, that's just hormones changing.
Yeah, and then too, like, sometimes when I had mono when I was 18 and I didn't take care of myself. So sometimes I'll come back and I know when it comes back because I will start sweating like while I'm sleeping. And that sounds just lovely, but like, otherwise I never wake up drenched in sweat unless, I'm sick, and then I'll go in and usually, sure shit, it's mono. But I don't want to forget. Like, how stupid are these little brushes that come in these? Like, it's like, how can you? I wonder if you can, like, kind of use that as a highlighting brush. Like, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna bring my I was gonna bring my what is it called? I don't know why I'm laughing. I got a lash lift kit where you can basically perm your eyelashes. I was gonna bring it with me, but then it's like, what if I don't know, like, go blind?
Like a fun way to go blind.
Then I'm like, what if I go blind and then I need you to drive me? I don't know. It'd just be disastrous. But then it's like, I don't want to do it at home. Like, the only time I can are when the kids are sleeping, and it's like, I'm so tired that. Oh, These would be good for cleaning small spaces.
That's pretty much what I use them for.
I guess that's what she, like, it's new to me. She didn't tell me that, but...
Well, like, detailing cars and shit, I would use, like, makeup brushes or painting brushes.
Oh, she details cars, so she uses, like, makeup brushes and, like... Do you need some?
No.
Because it's like, I got... Oh, another highlighter I picked up recently. Like, people are raving about Revolution. Their highlighter Reloaded. This is just my type. And I'm going to see if I can... I don't know. It's hard to tell in this light. Oh no, I put it on earlier today, so it's what I have on underneath the cream ones. It did look pretty, but I like using... Where are you? There's a certain brush that is like perfection. Don't tell me I didn't. There you are. I got from Shop Miss A. It's like perfect. Or you can just like boop boop. And then, oh no, I just love this brush because it's just perfect. And I think it was like $1.55. I swear, a lot of people sleep on Shop Miss A and they shouldn't, man. They have a lot of good stuff. Yeah, but it's like I've been using lash serum for a while now, and it's like I have pretty long lashes to begin with, but I wanted like really long insane lashes because a lot of people are wearing the like little clusters underneath, and it's like I don't think I can do that, like, you know, and it's like how do I compete? So I've been using lash serums, and like I don't know, they're pretty long. Oh, I love Shop Miss A. I bought kind of a smallish little haul before Thanksgiving. Then Thanksgiving they had 25% off. So it's like things that are like $1 are now 75 cents, and it's like you can't argue. So I put in another order. Oh no, I really like this. One of the things I got, okay, this is like the cutest little thing ever. I don't know how well it works yet, but look at AOA Flawless. And look, it's supposed to be like the Givenchy Prism Libre. So I don't know how many. This is the fair one. And I also got it in light. It doesn't. Okay. 0.17 ounces / 5 grams. And I actually rather have like littler powders to try to see if I like versus, you know, getting a huge thing like this and finding out you hate it and then it's like garbage, you know. So this little guy, you know, it still has it has the 4 dividers like the Prism Libre. And since I'm all caked up anyway, we're just gonna layer it on. I only brought one fluffy brush, go figure. I was gonna bring another one, but I'll make sure all the blush is off. But yeah, a lot of people, like, I was wondering why Shop Miss A is so affordable, you know, because it's like, what's the catch? And it's because they don't use marketing. Marketing is usually, you know, and then their packaging is, you know, relatively cheap. But a lot of their stuff is really good. I'm going to bring down my rosiness because I'm looking a little too flushed. Oh. my eyeball. See, one time, like, I love my eyelash curlers. I even have like a heated one. In high school, well, I had this one since high school that was like perfection, and it broke, I don't know, past couple years. So I've been on the hunt trying to find like the perfect one since, and it's like the brand that made it changed it and whatever. So I accidentally pinched it too tight, and like I don't know if I was resting my elbow on something and it like jerked and I pulled out a chunk. So it's just like a little patch in here. So I was an expert at like clipping the lashes and like getting it to line up perfectly. It was just, yeah, and using lash serum to like get it, because like it sucks because when you want it to like hurry up and grow, it takes forever. Yeah, I've been I think onto this company since like 2015. I have, I don't know, this is kind of lame, but I have a Facebook makeup group that I've had for like 8 years now. And I have so many lives of me um unboxing, first impressions, whatever, playing with makeup. And a lot of it's Miss A, because like at the time, that's when my husband and I were like super broke and whatever. And it was like, ooh. And it's like, who really cares? Like, no one's going to look at you and be like, that powder is $1, you look cheap. Like, and I think if you can work with, not the best quality makeup and make it look good, it just shows that, you're pretty skilled at like makeup in general. I don't know, just getting anything to work. It's like, because I had some shitty eyeshadows that, I don't know, I made work. My problem is, I think I solved it though. A lot of eyelash curlers, okay, this moves down here, but a lot of them will have something that's like wrapped around here. So just when you get like a good, like, fit, this would start to like, move up. And these two I found don't have that, where it's like wrapped around and then so it's all in one, the top part anyway. Because before it's like, I'd get like a nice, good, like, grasp on it, and then like it would just, I don't know, the hinge would like break. And I think I went through like 10, 15 stupid eyelash curlers. This one I got off Amazon for less than $5, and it came with like 10 extra of these rubber things, which came in handy. So yeah, and it's like I didn't realize that, and my husband, he's a welder, and I told him, I'm like, you need to weld like the perfect eyelash curler. Like weld it so like, and I mean, I'd be there with like needle nose pliers trying to like pinch it so it can't move. It would still pop up. And it was like, that was my mission, was to find them without, this thing wrapped around in like a separate piece. So now it's like I found them and I'm happy. I don't know, last year around Christmas, I got sucked into the whole, whoa, heated eyelash curler thing, where it can be like rechargeable and it's kind of like a curved wand type thing where, I don't know. I have it. I maybe sometimes use it. I don't know. But it does, ow, my feet are, they're asleep. I have horrible neuropathy in my feet. So when they fall asleep, it really feels fucked up. So I think my mission is done on the eyelash curler, but that sucked there for a while because like every eyelash curler I came into contact with, it just pop up. My favorite, like, I used to be all about the comb until I found, where are you? I never leave home without this guy. Cause like a lot of times, like I'm a two mascara kind of girl. Cause like one mascara can't give me all my needs. That sounds so bad. But I remember earlier this year, everyone was raving about the Milani tubing mascara in the teal tube. And, like, oh, it's a Thrive dupe, blah, blah, blah. I tried it and it gave me like 3 eyelashes, like they're all clumped together. And it's like, my makeup looks good. Like, how the hell am I going to fix this? Because, when your eyelashes are just clumped like that, it looks like absolute shit. It's like, this will like seriously save your look. And sometimes, it's shaped like your eye. Sometimes I'll turn it like that so you can like have a more precise. And I grew up watching my mom do her makeup. So sometimes, like, not sometimes, she did use a safety pin to like, my mom, how mom was like meticulous about her eyelashes?
Yeah.
That's where I got it from. Just meticulous. So if my eyelashes suck, like, I don't care if, like, I don't know, something else is looking shitty. Like, my eyelashes have to look good. So it's like, for the longest time, I was using a safety pin too. And this is much more safer. Oh, yeah. It's like in my Facebook makeup group, whatever, I tell everyone, like, get one of these. Not the kind that comes usually like in a brush set where it has like the comb and then the other side's the brush for your eyebrows. Those are junk. Those don't comb anything. I'm like, you need this. And it's like, I don't know, $3.99 on Amazon. It's cheap. And usually like you can get, I don't know, like these together. And like it bothers me when I see so many people like never curling their eyelashes. It's like you're losing so much potential. Like, like sometimes you don't even need falsies. Just these two, they're the magic combo. I don't know. But I grew up in an era where we didn't really wear falsies, like day to day. Um, I don't know. I don't know how kids do it these days, but see, I kind of did that. Like I noticed about myself, like if I'm nervous or if I have like, um, especially if I'm anxious, like it's kind of like my self-soothing tick. Like I'll do like this, or what I used to do is like pick my mascara off my eyelashes, and then it's like you look and there's like eyelashes attached, and it's like I don't know, like now like I'll do that like at night when I'm in bed. I'll just like play with my eyelashes, but no mascara on, and I don't pull anymore. But yeah, that was like a huge thing of mine too, was my eyelashes. Just like even reading that, it's like I have to play with them. I don't know. But it's habits like that, they suck because it's hard to break. Especially if it's like a self-soothing thing. See, I've never tried Thrive's mascara. I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard Thrive is a MLM. Don't quote me. That's what I've heard from some people, and it's like I know people hate MLMs, whatever. But growing up, my mom had a lot of Mary Kay makeup. So she would go to work and, I still had time before I had to go to school. I remember I had a zit or something. And my mom, her skin tone is like warm. And I remember like trying to cover it and it just looked yellow on my face. And I'm like, oh my God, how do I fix this? So I'm like putting more and more on and it looks like I have jaundice. And it's like, oh shit, I need to like catch the bus. And I remember meeting my best friend at the bus stop, and she's like, "What happened to your face?" This must have been like 5th or 6th grade. And it's like, "Yeah, I got into my mom's foundation. Like, how do I fix it?" So that was not fun, but I don't think she caught me either. I don't know. But like Mary Kay, they have some good products too, which I still sometimes buy off of Amazon. 'Cause it's not like I'm directly buying from the person. Like there was it overnight emollient night cream.
Yeah, like nighttime extra emollient.
Yeah, nighttime extra emollient cream. That stuff is amazing. It used to come in a jar, now it's a tube. When I was 6 or 7, I was climbing a tree with if you're born in the 80s, you might know what I'm talking about. Those shoes that were white and black, that were like kind of like dress shoes, like I don't know. I was climbing a tree in those shoes, and like those are horseshit shoes to climb anything in. And I fell out of the tree, and it was like hanging over a parking lot, and I scraped my whole nose off. I didn't have a nose. Like I remember like I was spitting sand out of my mouth, and my mom, she's like freaking out and whatever. She told me she never thought I'd have a normal nose because it was just scraped down to like the bone and like cartilage, whatever. But she put that like along with like Neosporin on my nose every night, and it healed so nicely. Yes, saddle shoes. And like, oh, I remember those stirrup pants. Did you ever wear those?
Mhm.
They were like pretty much leggings, but they had like a strap that went under your foot. So, okay, even you could be wearing shoes and I could feel that fucking strap.
That
I,
bugged me.
I made mom cut like all my straps out. Like, I was weird with that. I would not wear those stirrup pants, whatever. I hated them. And I made my mom cut the tags out of my clothes because I hated them. Yep. I think everyone, like, the general consensus is stirrup pants sucked, but I don't know why we wore them. I think we're forced to, honestly. And I hope those never come back in style because they suck. Okay, I'm looking at other makeup I brought. This Essence Baby Got Bronze. This smells like watermelon. I think it smells good. And I think this is number 10 cinnamon. It's the lightest one. Because the second one is like really cool toned. It looks like straight up gray. But this guy is like perfect. And like, I don't know. I think these guys like deserve more hype. I have one of their blushes and it just, they're so nice and it like just blends nice. Yeah, my jelly shoes too. And my mom would be like, no.
Blisters.
Yep. And then too, I think I wore them to prove a point to her. We walked around this lake by our house. I think round trip, I think it was like 3 miles. And I'm like, I'll show her. I'm definitely gonna walk around this lake. You know, Lake Phelan?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's nasty. Well, anyway, I walked around it and then I don't know, I was a stubborn little child. I would not show my pain, but yeah, I had blisters and I was like kind of like limping, but I did not want to hear her say, I told you so, so I sucked it up. But yeah, after that, it took me a while to wear jelly shoes again. It's like, I can't. Now I am a Croc lover. And I never thought I'd be dead wearing them, but I swear, like with age and stuff, especially if you have like bad feet, like any kind of ailments, like, you know, a horrible back, sciatic problems, neuropathy in your feet, you're going to go for comfort. Like, you will never catch me in heels. I'm 4'11" and I will never wear heels. They hurt my feet way too much. and Crocs, which I don't know. I have a lot of cute shoes and boots and stuff that I'm I don't know. I listed on my Mercari because I don't wear them. They hurt my feet, and it's like my husband. He'll get a bee in his bonnet and be like, wanna like. We have a storage unit, and he'll want to like just toss everything away or throw it in a storage unit, and it's like, hey, like slow. It's like you can toss your shit away, but don't come near mine. Okay, so here's the thing about MLMs. Name any company that isn't basically an MLM. Show me a business model basically structured that isn't basically structured like MLMs.
What's MLM?
MLM is multi-level marketing.
Oh, Ponzi scheme.
It's not technically it's not a Ponzi scheme because or pyramid it's not like technically because that's illegal. But I don't know like the business model per se, but the thing is, if I go to work and I clock in for 10 hours, I want to be compensated, 10 hours pay. It's just I don't think with MLMs necessarily you put 10 hours worth of work or, just whatever. I don't think you get compensated, fairly, but that's direct sales and I'm not good at, direct sales or business models really. Like I hate business. I don't know. I'm one of those people that things that don't interest me, they're like in one ear, out the other, where I don't pay attention. But I know there's like so many like heavy anti MLM people on YouTube, and it's like sometimes I watch them for somewhat entertainment, and sometimes it's like I can't, you know? So, like for me right now, what I do is that I find kind of fun is like buying and selling, like with Macari, eBay, whatever. And, it started with like getting rid of a bunch of my stuff that I don't really use anymore or care for. It's like with makeup, it got out of control with palettes. Like I love eyeshadow and I think in April I got rid of like 60 palettes, and then over this past summer I think like 50. It's some insane number. And when I look at that, it's like, you know, how much makeup do you actually need? Like in your lifetime, how much do you need? And it just made me think like, I only want makeup that I really like that I'll wear, because even 7 years ago, I was pretty much like with an eyeshadow palette, I was hitting pan in every color. And I haven't done that in a long time, besides the Huda one. So it's like something needs to change. Like I can't be spending stupid amounts of money on makeup that is just sitting there.
Sorry.
I'm like, are you making a noise at me? But yeah, because it's like, well, like around here, I like to support mom and pop shops because, well, basically a good amount of my work history is, locally owned and like mom and pop places. Like the restaurants I served at, in high school, I worked at a drugstore where I did 1 hour photo. This is when the movie came out too. And for a 16-year-old to be trusted with the 1 hour photo machine, like I guess it cost like $1 million. Um, I don't know. I got a raise for working the 1 hour photo. And then what was cool, this like, before digital, I had my camera on me at all times with film, so I could develop my own pictures. So I could take incriminating pictures of like us at parties, but I could develop them, which was nice. So I didn't have to worry about bringing them somewhere and like some, you know, weirdo maybe like looking at them or someone, seeing them that shouldn't, like law enforcement. Not saying like anything bad, but like underage drinking. So that was fun. And then for the longest time too, I wanted to be a pharmacist. And I know this is like, you know, not really, I don't know, accepted, but the pharmacist, he was awesome. And he was like almost like a grandpa to me. And he knew that I wanted to go into, pharmacology. So he would let me hang back in the pharmacy with him and he'd let me count pills, which this was like 2002 when like Oxycontin, Adderall, like Lortab, like all those were like getting popular. He actually let me count pills, but I mean, he would like count them after me. But to have that level of trust at 16, and then sometimes I would deliver to um, like the older people in the area that needed their prescriptions or whatever. And I felt bad because a lot of them were lonely and I'll never forget this one lady tried paying me $1 to sit and have tea with her. And I'm like, I would love to, but I'm 16. They're going to think I'm like fucking around and like driving around and like, you know, I told her I get off at 5. I'll come back at 5. And I actually did come back and had tea and like, some like cookies with her or whatever because I felt so bad. So, do you remember Grandma Borden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went and had tea and cookies with her after work one day. Because otherwise, if you're 16 and like you're late, they're
I
gonna.
had cookies and like she gave me those strawberry candies.
Yeah, I remember that.
My mom's like, you shouldn't really go into people's houses. It's not
I
lady, but you never
I
know.
know, and like she was kind of our neighbor. She lived down the block. Everyone knew her as like, a grandma. I don't know. I didn't think she was gonna like murder me or anything.
You can tell that she's just lonely.
Yeah, she was lonely. I think she lost her husband and she didn't have any family in the area, or I
Not
don't
that
know.
I've seen.
I don't think she had kids.
No.
So basically, yeah, I went back and because I'm like, my boss is gonna get mad if I'm not back in like soon because small town, it takes like, I don't know, 5 minutes to get across town. Did I tell you like tonight on the main street, I was going 35 and a 30, and on First Avenue, someone passed me.
Yeah, I've seen people do that.
But I was going 35. It's not like I was going 20.
I don't think it's legal.
It's not legal. It's not like it's not like I was like, pushing my car because I ran out of gas.
They could have had a poop or were in labor or having a heart. I don't know.
Yeah, I was probably a photo juvenile delinquent. I didn't get in trouble with the law until I was of age, though. It's like, that's what my mom said. Like, in high school, whatever, I was like the good kid, whatever. I didn't get in trouble until, I don't know, I hit like 18, 19. Then I caused my mom some grief, but, I think, I don't know, I think everyone needs to kind of go through that to like, I don't know, learn.
Yeah.
It's stuff I'm not proud of, but, I definitely learned and like will never ever do any of that kind of stuff again. I love how this feels. And then what's cool too is I think someone went to the Pirates of the Caribbean premiere and they got a really good picture of Johnny Depp like right next to him. And I made copies of that picture and I kind of passed it off like, look who I saw. when in reality, like, I'm a horrible liar too. And I'm like, no, I got it from work, but whatever, I could say I was in California when, I didn't leave the state at all. Because you know what picture I'm talking about.
Mhm.
It's like a perfect picture. I don't know. Team Johnny. So it's 4 o'clock. I don't know how I could do this, like, as a teenager and stuff, like, stay up all night. It's like, I'm looking like shit. But I don't know. I have a feeling if I crash now, I I'll be a bear to get up in the morning, and I am not waiting for 2 hours at CVS. I refuse. I'm gonna be the first person with like bells on and like, you know, give me my medication so I'm like productive. Sometimes, like, okay, I'm gonna read this to my sister. I've been getting smacked with all kinds of realizations about my childhood over the last 8 or so years, and listening to other people's stories makes me really see how bad it was. It was a comment, not me.
And like,
Well, I just wanted to share, like, no, I get that. My mom,
like I didn't realize a lot of stuff was weird until like I'd be talking to a therapist and I'd be like, oh wait, that's not normal.
well, I think with me, there was like a fine line between me being a sister and me almost not being a parent. I won't want to say that because my mom, she couldn't help what happened to her. Um, when I was 20, I'm 7 years older than her. She's born on my seventh birthday. My mom was just overnight, she has a few really rare autoimmune diseases. She's going to the Mayo quite regularly. They gave up on her. She's a case study at the U of M. They gave up on her. Um, Pretty much on Christmas Eve in 2006, they pretty much put her in a nursing home in our small town. They said, for rehab services, but basically to die. And she was 42 at the time. So I couldn't imagine, like, I am not far off from being 42. I couldn't imagine being in a nursing home. And I remember Christmas Eve, like, during this time, too, I became my sister's guardian. So, I mean, there's that dynamic, too. She's 13, I'm 20, and I had moved over an hour away to go to school and whatever, and I had to drop a lot of stuff and go home and take care of stuff. So I felt the need to take care of everyone and everything. Make sure the mortgage is paid. Make sure, the utilities, that there's fuel oil in the tank. She's going to school because you're pretty much a truancy kid, like, and trying to get her to go to school was hell. Like, hell, I would do your homework,
No,
man.
but who'd want to go to school during that time?
Oh, I know. I don't blame you. But then it's like, then I have to be the asshole and be like, you have to go to school when, our life has been, we don't know if our mom's going to live. And it was just a really shitty time. And then, in all honesty, I didn't handle it well either. I had horrible anxiety. And at that time, I didn't know what anxiety was. So I started seeing a psychiatrist, the same one she was seeing, and all he did was push pills out. And I'm really sensitive to a lot of medications. So he was prescribing me, um, what was it? I think it was like 3 milligrams of Klonopin a day on top of 3 milligrams of Xanax a day. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he pushed pills.
Yeah, because it was like, I had to take Klonopin 3 times a day, 1 milligram. And then in between that, it was the Xanax 3 times a day, 1 milligram. But at that time, there wasn't really Google or anything to Google, you know, what benzos do. I remember my mom had like that big medical book on like medications and whatever, but I didn't know they were addictive and just hell pretty much. So, and I thought too that you took them like you would take like an antibiotic, not like, as needed. So it's
Yeah,
like,
you're
oh,
right,
I have to take it
mhm.
3 times a day. So I'm taking it at, when I wake up, afternoon, night, and then the other ones in between. Hold on, I'm going to read this. Okay. And then, so too, my mom also got pain medication, which she did not want to be on. She saw friends of hers become addicted and she was terrified of taking any kind of pain medication, like, um, like hydrocodone or Percocet, anything like that. She was terrified. But she saw her rheumatologist and she was taking so much ibuprofen that was literally fucking up her liver enzymes. It's pretty much frying her liver. Dude, lithium and Depakote are fucking awful.
Yeah, I got lockjaw from.
I'll probably get to that point, but those are fucking awful drugs. Unless like you tried other shit that like doesn't work and it's a last ditch effort resort, whatever. Like I said, I am so sensitive to medication and like those are awful. So, um, my mom, she's in the nursing home. She wasn't taking her pain medication because she's getting it at the nursing home. So I think she got tab 10s at the time, which is Loratab, the 10-500s, I think the strongest kind of Loratab.
I don't know of anything stronger.
Yeah, I was gonna say the 10-500s, like the strong ones. And before I was diagnosed with anxiety, I remember taking those because it helped with my anxiety. Because before that, I was kind of drinking just to be able to shut my brain off at night to sleep. Otherwise, I could go days without sleep, without like stimulants or anything. Like, I'm one of those people, I can't shut my brain off ever. So, I was abusing her pain meds. And I mean, I would wait till she went to bed because I didn't really want to be fucked up around her. And like, that was my time to like finally breathe and like chill out. But then it slowly creeps up, into, you know, I'll just take it, I'll wait till
It's crazy
10.
that those shoes are coming back.
Oh, ew.
I told you about the blue swish and dad.
Ugh. Oh, yeah. No, like, I wish I could just shut my brain off because, like, I'd be thinking like 50 different things at once. I'd be worrying about catastrophic shit that would never happen. I'm just one of those people where my brain's just racing all the time. And I could just never, shut it off to like kind of sleep. I don't know. Then I'm like the worst type of sleeper there is. I went to the sleep doctor and like, I don't, I don't know. I sleep like maybe 1 or 2 hours at a time. If I wake up, it's really hard for me to go back to bed. It's hard for me to fall asleep. It's I don't know if I fall asleep on the couch. Like he told my husband, do not wake me up and move me because I'll be up all night. I figured, but like you never know. Like some people can be like, I don't know. It's the tone of it. Like so yeah, during that time, that's when I became addicted to opiates. And then on top of that, that's when I started getting prescribed benzos. So, I mean, that was a nice little concoction. And then, yeah,
I guess China has a new respiratory illness. White lung.
white lung? What the hell is that?
It's this new sickness that's coming.
Oh, yay. Is it supposed to be worse than the vid?
I don't know yet.
I need to highlight my hair. It's like, and maybe I'm still in the early aughts because I like the chunky highlight. It's my look.
But I think that's what was going on like a month and a half ago.
Great. So, I don't know. The shittiest thing is, I remember on Christmas Day, I didn't get off the couch the whole day, and I remember like it was getting dark. I didn't put up a Christmas tree at all that year. It's like fuck Christmas, fuck trees, whatever. And the nursing home was maybe a mile away. I remember I had my car running for like an hour, just trying to like muster up the energy to go see my mom. And one of our favorite shows was House MD, you know, with Hugh Laurie and like how he's like the diagnostician. I can't talk. The doctor that solves the craziest types of cases or whatever. And how we talk about like, you know, we wish there was a real Dr. House that could like figure out all her shit. And I went to see her and I just crawled in bed with her and we watched House. And it's like, because my sister was with my grandparents, so I knew she was fine. It's just, I didn't want to do family stuff because I knew I'd be a downer. Yeah, as long as I remember sleeping always being an issue. And my mom said I was like that as a baby too. And then, I don't know, I'm getting like, I've been talking about these stress rashes. I don't know. The other day I just said I haven't had one in a month, you know, and then I jinked myself. I don't know, but it hurts, it itches. I've been to several doctors. The only thing that helps is prednisone, but anyone who's taken prednisone knows it's like a love-hate situation. Like nothing else helps. No, and like several doctors, one will say, "Oh, it's mild staph. I've taken the antibiotics for it." No, it's not. They'll say it's this, it's that, and it's like I'm sick of doctors just like guessing, you know, without any real, I don't know. But it seems to happen when I'm really stressed out, like really stressed out. It'll just like pop up. And then I feel like, I don't know, like I have to hide everything. Like I went to the gas station one time and the guy was like, "Oh, you can't get your boyfriend off of, or you can't keep your boyfriend off you," something like that. Like, because I think he thought it was like hickeys or something, or like scratch marks. Because like in the middle of the night when I am sleeping, when I can, I'm like clawing at it, and I'm like, "Oh no, it's my stress hive." Sorry, I was so embarrassed. So now it's like I'm glad it's like hoodie weather because like my neck is just, it's awful. Yeah, prednisone, it would help with a lot of inflammation in my body. It's like I have a lot, don't really know why. But then I get so hungry. Like I remember telling my husband, I'm like, I'm so hungry right now. I'll eat a shoe. I swear to God. And that's not like me. Usually I can go days without eating. It's kind of like an afterthought. So for him to see me like get that hangry, he was like, holy shit, you know? Um, I don't really start to feel like I don't think I start to sweat when I'm stressed. It's more like you'll hear me do more labored breathing, like, and I don't know I do it. Um, I will trying to think. It's like I don't really do much of anything anymore. Drinking was never my problem, but I haven't had a sip of alcohol in over 2 years. When I was pregnant with my second, like, I guess White Claw was like, everyone's like, White Claw, White Claw. So I got, was it a 6 or a 4 pack of them? Anyway, I tried one. Like, I took a sip of one and I dumped out like 80% of it because it tasted like shit. And the rest of them are sitting in my fridge still 2 years later. Which, do you think those can go bad if they've been refrigerated the whole time? It's
Not
not,
unless it's way expired.
I was gonna say, because it's not like a wine, it's not like it can age. Someone said you should get your kid like a cheap bottle of like whiskey or something, like the year they're born. Then by the time they can like legally drink, it should have aged enough.
That's smart, but it probably get
They will
break
probably,
in case of
yeah,
emergency.
yeah, they'll probably like steal it when they're young, whatever. But oh no, it's like it's not sweat. And it's not anything skincare, perfume, detergent. What's weird was it started right when my mom was hospitalized in May. And like clockwork, every 2 weeks, I get like pretty much my whole neck will break out and it itches, it hurts. And the thing is, I knew when my mom went in the hospital in May, I had this terrible feeling that she wasn't going to survive this. Yeah, I was thinking of like just tossing them. I don't know why we still have them in there. We're both just like, mm, I don't know. What if there's an apocalypse and like, I don't know, the White Claw. It's like,
When you grow up, kind of parties are not just throw anything out.
well, it's like, I don't know. Like, what if I need that for something? But then it's like what? I don't know. But yeah, it's like, I I can't drink it all anymore. It's like I don't get buzzed, I don't get drunk, I just get sick. Like a beer and I'll be like ready to throw up. Like I can't do it.
Just thinking about being drunk, sick, and dizzy.
Yeah, it's like being just the thought of being drunk and like stumbling around. Like I had enough of that in my day that
having to cover one eye.
yeah. Then it's like I've had some scary experiences waking up like after like binge drinking and it's like, what the hell did I do? Not like
when I took Xanax and drank for the first time.
You scared the shit out of me. She stole one of my Xanax out of my purse and drank underage. And I don't know, when I wound up in the ICU, it was because I took one of my Klonopin and I drank and I wasn't planning on drinking, so it wasn't like, as planning it. But they don't mix well, and that's when I woke up in, I think, the ICU because they're both depressants. And I pretty much stopped breathing, so do not mix those. It's like, it wasn't even like, a high dose. It's just my, I don't know, afternoon dose of like 1 milligram, I think. So it's scary, like how, something like that can just, you know, kill you. Yeah. Or I could give them to the zombies and maybe they'd thank me, like, oh, I've been wanting a really old White Claw, thank you. I don't know. And then I think too, like, well, what if I do want a White Claw? I don't know. Actually, probably once I get home tomorrow, I'm going to toss them. See, I've had so many hangovers. Like, I've had pill hangovers too, which are like really quite weird and suck. You ever had a pill hangover?
Yeah, from like overdosing. It's like my kidneys hurt. Like you can just tell that you're trying to process all that extra ick.
Yeah, you feel like your body's literally like just hates you. And it's like, I don't know, I've done a lot of stupid shit in my day. And it's like, God, now that I have kids, it's like, it scares the ever loving shit out of me that, you know, anything like that could happen to them, you know. So just have to try to do the best we can. God, this hurts. Can you get my backpack over there? It has my snail mucin. It helps. But yeah, anyway, a good skin tint or serum skin tint, whatever. The Revlon Illuminance. This is really good, but wait till they have a sale at Ulta. Like, I know it was like $18.99. I swear I paid $10.99. It is good. I love it. What other stuff do I have in here? Spray hand sanitizer when you have a 2 and 3-year-old. My 3-year-old's potty trained, and no one ever warned me how gross little boys can be. So just always have spray hand sanitizer. Let's see. It's like, what's in my bag? Oh, most of this. Okay, this was a profusion, like a lot of the writing. It's a setting spray with SPF 40. I have a few setting sprays with SPF, and I absolutely love them for reapplying sunscreen. The kind I have now is like ITK. I think it's in the know. But anyway, like that one's nice. It doesn't burn my eyes. This one, it's a little. And then another good one is the Sunbum mist one. I think that one's SPF 45 because I want to use at least like a 50 as my main base and then reapplying 30, you know, minimum. So that's that. Another great discovery, puffs that come in their own little individual carrying case. I got these off Amazon and they are like nice and plush. So they're just nice to, I don't know, keep in your purse. Like, say you're like reapplying like your setting spray that has sunscreen and you just patting it. They're so nice. And like, they're so cute. I think I got an 8-pack for, no, it's the other backpack.
Where?
Right?
Oh.
The black one. I think I got an 8-pack for like $6.99. They're not, I think they're cheaper than the individual, just the velour puffs, in all honesty. So awesome. Let's see. Oh, I just tried this last night. Batiste Overnight Deep Cleanse Dry Shampoo. This stuff smells really good, and like, I don't know, I really, really, really like this stuff. You want to try it?
No.
Okay. No. What else is in my magic bag of goodies? Ouch. Okay. The snail mucin. This is Proot, Proot, Advanced Snail Mucin Repair Cream. This actually has more snail mucin in it than the CosRX. I think that one's 92%. This is 96. Don't quote me. I know the velour sponge is puff is so nice. And that one, I have other ones I got from Amazon, but that one's like really plush. And whenever they're dirty, I throw them in the washing machine. They still wind up plush and like perfect. It doesn't, I don't know, affect the integrity of them or like turn them into shit. My 2-year old, he loves stuff like that. He will run off with my little mats that I clean my brushes on because he thinks they're cool. I don't know why. I will just be using like my powder, puff, and I'll turn around and it's gone. And it's like, I just had it. Where is it? I look and he's just holding it. And it's like, and he's the cutest little thing ever, too. It's like, can I please have it back? I don't know. He just likes the weirdest stuff. And it's like, eh. My sister gave my 3-year-old like one of those little pocket watches. Like, think of Hook and like the pocket watch. But this one's mini. It's like this big. And he loves it because he's obsessed with clocks. Because Miss Rachel has that song like, tick tock, I'm a little cuckoo clock. Tick tock, now I'm striking 2 o'clock. Oh, I do that to my kids. Like if I'm doing my makeup, I'll grab one of like my really fluffy brushes and I'll just like tickle their faces and they just love it. She got it at Hobby Lobby. It is so cute and it like tells the time like and it has a little clip on it so he can clip it to like his pants or his zipper without losing it. So he's had it now for 4 weeks and he hasn't lost it. He's 3. Like he goes to sleep clutching that and I went to check on him one time in the middle of the night. His little hand was open and the clock was on the ground. And it's like it's just funny because I know me as a kid, I would have loved a pocket watch, like especially watching like Hook, like that scene with all the clocks or whatever. And like I think Hook had a pretty cool pocket watch. It's been a while since I've seen it, but the pocket watch she got him is pretty intricate. It looks like antique. It's from Hobby Lobby. So he loves it. Okay, my favorite thing to take off my makeup, Pond's. This is like, I had like pretty much none left, but I had a new bottle. I didn't want to bring the new one, so I just put a little bit in there and then just toss this when I'm done. But Pond's with a really like soft face cloth. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then maybe start fresh.
Says, am I the asshole for not splitting my inheritance with my sister? I'm 40, sister's 35.
Slow down. Like, it takes me a while to process. Okay, what?
Okay, am I the asshole for not splitting my inheritance with my sister? Then it says, I'm 40, sister is 35. Our dad was an alcoholic and our family was pretty rough. He had issues. She left the home at 16 but still came around. The dad, when our mom died years later, she left us some money and our dad immediately got a lawyer to contest it. My sister decided she didn't want to fight him, so she cut off contact. But before she did, she told the entire family that he SA'd her throughout the childhood. Some family believe her. Some say it was she said it because she just wanted money.
Okay.
After that, she didn't have any contact with the family and it had been about 8 years. Apparently, her dad told her unless she admitted to the family that she lied, he would write her out of his will. And his sister refused. He died, of course. And since he said that he'd write her out of the will, he only left the estate to that one. Then some family think that she should split the money with her sister. And some people say that that was the dad's choice. And then she said, am I the asshole for not sharing it? I think so, yeah. Because someone just goes not talking for 8 years over a lie.
Honestly, I couldn't concentrate. Like, I was thinking about something.
Okay, like the dad died.
Mm-hmm.
left only one sister money and one sister not, because that sister spoke about sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone else said you're the asshole in your comments. She's reported the sexual abuse. Yeah, I think the dad was pretty much
Okay.
just trying to pay her off with inheritance.
Thank you, dirty Uncle Sal. It's funny. No. Well, I need to take a shower before my partner wakes up and goes in the bathroom for a standard 2 to 3 hour shit shift. I know that. It was fun chatting with you. Keep your heads up, girls. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, I know that all too well. It's like, what the hell are they doing in there? Like,
My ex would run the water the whole time he was in there.
oh my God, that could.
And it's like, are you scared of like your poop sounds, or are you doing other things?
Okay. Early on in my relationship with my husband, I had to get a colonoscopy. But for me, I have something called Hirschsprung colon. So, meaning there's nerve endings in my small intestine, colon, whatever, that don't necessarily work. So, things don't move along as well, if you know what I'm saying. So, instead of one colonoscopy kit, I have to do 2. And I told him, I'm like, because he wanted me to be there, because he's going to be my ride there and back. And I told him, and I'm like, do not go anywhere near the bathroom door. And like near the bathroom door, that's where the hardwood starts, otherwise it's carpeting. And I'm like, I know, because I'll hear you creak, the floor like creaking. So yeah, I was just like, and two, like when you prep for a colonoscopy, it's not just one end, it's both, because I throw up, I'm miserable. It's just, and then you have to drink a gallon of whatever. I had to drink 2 of them. And then the next day, I was so dehydrated. She said my veins were like rope.
Probably thick and dehydrated.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like, she mangled my arm. I just know that. But anyway, it's been long. I'm going to take off my makeup, do some stuff, and then I might go live and like show how I do my makeup, because I'll probably be bored. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And until next time, don't be an asshole. Bye.